Welcome to the channel. We're going to go ahead and do another daily climb of Slay the Spire. Let's see how far we get. So we're going to be playing the Ironclad, and looking at all the red, looks like we have a lot going against us here. Whenever we defeat a boss, become cursed, your starting relic is replaced with Cursed Key, Darkstone. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, and the Voodoo Hoarder. Whenever you add a card to your deck, add 2 additional copies. You can no longer remove cards from your deck at the merchant, so we have to be very careful what we want to add into our deck. And then card rewards contain only 2 cards. Well, let's see how far we can get. So our relics are a little different. We're no longer healing after each combat like we normally would with Ironclad. Now we get a little bit of extra energy at the start of your turn, but when you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Also, when we obtain a curse, we will increase our maximum HP by 6. So that could be good. And then for each curse in your deck, start each combat with 1 strength. This Ironclad's pretty good about strength, so we, oddly enough, kind of want to look for curses. So looking at our path here, we are going to go... I'm thinking of going this path. Get a couple of unknowns, we'll fight a little bit, but then we can rest. Fight, rest again. And yeah, this looks like a pretty good path. There's a lot of rest areas. Alright. Nobody's attacking this round, so let's go and activate the shields of theirs. Get out of the way. Get a little stronger, but our next turn we should, draw enough strikes. Or we can do a strike and a bash and get rid of them. If we want to focus on block. But note, when we do add a card, we're going to get 3 of those. So, the 2 for all of your cards containing strike, which this would be included. We'll go and do that. Get a choice of a banana, donut, and a box. Or a box, I should say. We don't need a heal. We could increase our HP, or we could get a curse, obtain a random relic, gain a curse, which gives us a bit of an improvement here. So let's go ahead and fall victim to the curse of regret. Looks like we got negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Huh. Oh, we got 3 of them. I didn't even think about the fact that that would apply also to curses. Alright. Very interesting. So we already got +3 strength. Our maximum HP is already increased a bit. So, you know what? Actually, negating the next 2 curses is probably okay. Remove a card from our deck. Or we could upgrade a card. Transform. If we want to remove anything... So we should be able to remove 1 regret. It will cause us to just have 2 strength instead of 3. But I don't want to keep losing HP equal to the number of cards in your hand. So let's go ahead and do that. Our maximum HP shouldn't be affected, but it would just be the strength. And that's okay. This Ironclad has ways of getting strength anyway. Not right now, but it's possible not in our future. I guess it just really depends on what cards are offered to us. We're about to take a bit of a hit. Well, it looks like our choices are already determined for us here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and try to take care of the little guy. Got the regrets out of the way. Do a big strike, and then 2 little ones. Perfect. At the end of your turn, gain 3 block, or 8 to all enemies. Getting this 3 times, at some points, it would mean that at the end of every turn we get 9 block. We'll focus on... Yeah, we'll focus fully on defense. Take no damage. Get a bit more block. And alright, we're good. Gain 4 plated armor. Okay. If you obtain a status or draw a status or curse card, deal 6 damage to all enemies. Well, definitely going to be drawing curses, and probably will be in our future. I do need to be pretty cautious about like just accepting cards, because again, we're getting 3 every time. So, you know, we feel pretty healthy. I think fighting an elite is quite alright to me. Go ahead and get our block on. Strike, and might as well expend the cards so we don't get hurt too bad. If it weren't for the curse, I might as well just end the turn, because we're not blocking anything. Alright, so now every time we play skill, it's going to get 2 strength. Luckily, we don't play skills too much. The only time is really just when we play defender, or defend. I'm going to do 1 fire breath. I want to go ahead and bash him and hit him. Skull Bash now causes us to be vulnerable. That's going to be for 2 turns. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is play Metallic. We're going to go ahead and use our potion already. And do a couple of strikes. So we're going to induce as much damage as possible. And we're good. So our relic we got is enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50%. That's pretty awesome. We only have one way of applying vulnerable with this, which is with Bash, but it does open up the opportunity for selecting more vulnerable cards, or cards that cause vulnerability to our opponents. Which, talking about that, Thunderclap's a pretty good one. It applies 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Or I could do a metallic size. That does give us, that could potentially give us a lot of block, like overall. Just I know we can get 9. Dang, I mean, that's assuming we just play a bunch of those, but let's get Thunderclap. We'll go ahead and go Smith, actually. We're going to increase from 3 to 4, really? 7 damage, apply 1 vulnerability. Apply 3 vulnerable. I suppose we'll increase the damage all around. I can see situations, there are fights where there's like one big guy and a bunch of little ones. And in those situations, having something deal 7 damage has a better chance. Hey, we could get our Parasite Curse. Parasite really just doesn't do anything unless we remove it from the deck or transform it. But it does make it to where we don't really need to rest, potentially. So you know what? I'm okay with that. Oh, actually, we don't get the curse. Thinking about it. That's totally fine, too. So we just got a free heal. That's all that happened there. Energy is now conserved between turns. That's pretty nice. We've been pretty good about like using all of our energy, though, but if we have a situation where we want to save our energy, that could be good. Whenever enter a shop, heal 15. Okay. At the end of your turn without blocking 6. Whenever you break an enemy's block, apply to vulnerable. Wow. We have stuff that helps with... that increases damage. Let's just do more damage with vulnerable. Can I talk today? I don't know. We are good, I guess. That's about it, huh? Can't buy the rug. Unfortunately, it's not for sale. Okay, I was about to do 7. So that would be 3, 6. We'll apply some vulnerability. Weakened. Let's see. We haven't drawn any of our curses yet. Oh, I guess we have already drawn one. Never mind. What am I saying? You know, looking at the pattern here that we have going on here, let's just go ahead and do a big strike, put a little bit of vulnerability, and just end the game right there. We don't need to linger on any longer. Strength fixes 3 times. We don't need any of those. Thievery. Huh, that was easy. We could add more perfect strikes. No, it's not really a bad idea. I mean, that could make that really powerful over time. I wonder if it'll show us. It probably does. I guess not. Okay. But it will when we start a next turn. Next combat, I should say. What do we upgrade? We upgraded one of the thunderclaps already. I think that's fine. Let's increase one of the perfect strikes, or we should probably look into increasing block in some way. Yeah, let's increase the passive block that we're receiving. Let's think more defensive. Spore clouds, alright. So now we're doing 30 damage. Hits, so we can immediately knock one out. And then I will protect myself. There we go. Got a little bit of repousse action going on. Cleave. It looks interesting, but we already kind of do that with the Thunderclap. Heavy Blade, I mean, strength does affect it 3 times, and what? We have 2 strength? So that'd be 6. I mean, Heavy Blade can be useful in the future, but I'm thinking, talking about future, thinking about the, towards the end. I mean, the further we get, the more likely chance we're going to get rarer cards, and more powerful cards to play around with. I'm going to Increase one of the perfected strikes. Okay. We'll apply vulnerability. Do a big hit. Now that he's in defense mode, we'll get the fire breathing going. Okay. We'll get some defensive action going on. Supposed to take a little bit of damage. Yeah, I like how I'm able to utilize Perfected Strike. Haven't had the opportunity to really do so, but I suppose it's because it's a situation where, well, you just have to end up focusing on getting a lot of strikes, and it's really just a randomized thing on whether you're going to get a lot of strike cards or not. In a situation like this, we're getting 3 cards every time, so it really amplifies the amount of damage those Perfected Strikes deal, so it's pretty cool. I suppose that's all I'm trying to say, is that I find it pretty cool. Add some italicize and fire breathing and alright. So it looks like we won this. Good so far. Still have 2 acts to go, so can't celebrate too soon. Feed, we increase our HP. Exhaust my hand, deal 7 damage for each card exhausted. Okay, we're getting this 3 times. Maybe if I had this once, maybe. Having this 3 times, I don't know. I'm feeling I'll play 1, and then the other 2 are just going to sit in my hand and not get played at all. Feed, I feel that's a better chance of being played, and it does increase my maximum HP. So we're going to go ahead and go with Feed. Transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. Obtain a unique curse and 3 relics. I'm actually not going to get... Oh no, this has been used up, okay. Transform all strike and defend cards. I think I'm going to get the unique curse and 3 relics. Cannot be removed from my deck. Alright. We guard ourselves, start each combat with 1 dexterity, so our block is a little better. Mummified hand. When you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 that turn. Well, we do have a lot of powers. Look at this, we got 6. So there are 6 cards that will potentially have 0 costs. Well, 0 cost that turn, I should say. Anyway, whenever you apply vulnerable, apply 1 weak. Skip the rewards. Those are all pretty good. Our path has been greatly reduced, I notice. It looks like this path branches out into all sorts of things. Of other little paths, so... I think I'm gonna go here. We'll skip... Yeah, we'll go this path. Over here. I'm thinking just hugging the left side. That's what I'm going to do. Nice. We have 8 curses now. That's 8 strength. Okay, so they're going to receive 50% less damage. So even though Perfected Strike looks like it's going to do something, it's not. Well, actually, it's still going to do something. It's just not as impressive as one might think. Too bad that's not going to be fatal. I should have done it to the little guy. I was just thinking of targeting one of the big guys now. Focus the little guy later. But I should have done that instead. Focus the little guy. Because then my feed would have came into effect. We're going to italicize. We got ourselves strike as a free thing. Okay, but it looks like we get to play all of our cards, so I should use feed. What am I thinking? I am doing more and more stupid choices. That's alright. Looks like we still got to feed on something. Alright. Got the bird out of there. The card is exhausted. We don't have anything like that. And we'll skip those rewards. Alright, so continue to hug the left side. Let's see here. Alright. Got a text message. And anything important. Alright, well, it looks like we're not really going to be blocking anything. Alright. You break an enemy's block, apply to vulnerable. That is pretty useful. Should have seen if feed would kill it. I don't know. Probably wouldn't have, though. I don't think so. It would have been close, but... Well, then again, vulnerable is 75% more damage, so... Maybe. Dang. We lose a ton of maximum HP, but we would receive 5 Apparition. So, with the Intangible, we would only take 1 damage. No matter how much damage something would deal, it would just be reduced to 1. The problem is that we do lose a lot of maximum HP. I don't have a whole lot of block going on. I think I like... I mean, one way of looking at it's pretty useful, but then, as noted, Apparition also has Exhaust, so I would only be able to reduce an attack 5 times. And, well, unless I have multiple enemies. But, you know, there's 5 turns where I could reduce damage by 1. And then after that, I'm taking full damage, minus blocks and stuff. So, Ironclad's usually one where I'd feel a little more comfortable with going ahead and going for it. But considering we don't have Ironclad's usual relic of healing 6 at the end of each combat, I could be a little bit more in trouble because I feel like that's a safeguard. I guess we do have feed kind of for that sort of healing, but feed's questionable. It's not always a guarantee. So I'm going to pass that up after explaining all that. Upgrade 2 random attacks. First time you lose HP, each combat draw 3 cards. On pickup, raise up your maximum HP by 7 and heal all of your HP. Huh. Time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage. Choose 1 of 3 random cards to add into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. We would have 3 discoveries. That would be random cards we'd be adding into our hand. Let's go ahead and upgrade 2 random attacks. Be a little stronger. I think that's all we're going to do. I'm just thinking block might be good. I mean, we have a lot of cards now, and not a whole lot of blocking that's going on. I suppose that's what the power's for, right? To give us passive block. We'll save up for another time when we shop. Well, I think I would probably end up choosing this anyway because of the fact we have some curse stuff going on here. So we would get 3 frail, or 3 shames. That would give us frail. Frail would reduce the amount of damage we're going to be dealing, but Voodoo Doll increases our strength. We have some ways of causing vulnerability. There's a couple of ways to sort of canceling out frail a bit, to where it just ends up being just neutral damage. That's our random. So when you add a skill into your deck, upgrade it. Okay. Cool. That works. Talking about upgrade, let's go ahead and upgrade something. What do we upgrade? We'll upgrade feet. And we'll see what our other random event is. We got tons of relics. Alright, so we get jaxed. Adding skills will be upgraded. I wonder what the upgraded version of this will look like. We will lose 3 HP to gain 2 strength. Transform 2 cards or obtain a special relic. Start each combat with 3 strength. At the end of your first turn, lose 3 strength. Okay. It's our first. Transform 2 cards. We could look at transforming 2 cards. Let's transform. Let's transform one of the fire breathing. And let's transform one of the strikes. It'll make our perfected strike a little weaker, but... Or maybe we can do bash. Nah, let's do 1 of the strikes. 12 damage. Hold on. Whew. Okay, I see. I wasn't expecting the transform to add it 3 times. Okay. I would have been more questionable about doing that otherwise, but hey, nah, good to know now. Deal 12 damage, suffer a wound, shuffle a wound into your draw pile. Could be useful for the fire breathing. Costs 1 less for each time you lose HP this combat, deals 18 damage. We wouldn't be able to use this quite so much in the beginning of combat, but towards the end it could be a little bit better. There's a little bit of lag. Let me see if I can't go ahead and like reduce this a little bit. We have to restart the game. Okay. Well then, I'm not too sure what I can really do at the moment without restarting the game, but I mean, looking at my screen, it seems fine. I'm not sure. Sorry if there is a little bit of a unsyncability going on. Huh, deals 22 damage. Hey, we got a strike, actually. It just now occurred to me. So, perfected strike. Just got a little more powerful thinking about it. Okay. We're going to... Let's upgrade one of the perfected strikes. Make them a little more powerful. Injury, unplayable. All right, we got 3 of those. So, when an enemy dies, gain energy and draw 1 card. Gremlin Horn. Let's apply some vulnerability. That's really about it. I think what we can do is, I'm just debating whether we should use energy. Why not? Let's go ahead and utilize this potion. Go ahead and deal some damage. Wow, that was a lot of damage actually. A lot more than I anticipated, really. Huh. We got to carry 1 energy over. Let's feed. Increase our maximum HP a bit. I'm just like double checking the screen now. Now that lag was brought up, but I'm not seeing anything. I hope it's not on my end or it's not affecting everybody. Exhaust all non-attack cards. Gain 7 for each card exhausted, or gain 7 block, or double my block. Gain 7 block for each card exhausted. You know, I was thinking before about like, yeah, I'd probably need to get some block stuff going on, because even though the power's pretty good for like some passive stuff, it's little blocks. This would be a massive block if I am in desperate need. I mean, we do have a lot of cards now, so maybe exhausting something wouldn't be all that bad anymore. Alright, that's vulnerable, everybody. We can feed off of anybody now, so let's get the one with the most HP. We killed someone, we gain energy and draw a card. So let's go ahead and kill this next guy here. And then Wild Strike this one. Easy. Liquid Memories. So choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand to cost 0 this turn. Huh. We're gonna skip these. I feel like if I go against an elite, it's just too cocky of a move. So we're gonna play it safe. Lose Strength Potion, lose some gold, or lose Blood for Blood. Obtain a relic. Let's lose Blood for Blood. What relic do we have? Every time you play 10 attacks, gain energy. That accumulates over time, if I'm not mistaken anyway, so it doesn't have to be 10 in one turn, nor does it have to be 10 in one combat. Looks like our choices are predetermined for us. Don't have a whole lot. Well, nobody's really attacking anyway. We should be okay. We ate through some of the curses, so that's the way I'm going to see that. And we carried over some energy. That's another way of looking at that too. Alright, no worries about the Sentry. Exhaust all non-attack cards to gain some block. Let's go ahead and do that. I guess we didn't need the block after all. Oh, I was like, why are we not picking up the potion? We have too much stuff. Play the top 3 cards to your draw pile. I like that. I'm gonna have to skip out on those. We just have too many cards in our hand. We have, or in our deck. We should be very, very cautious. This Neko. Might as well get the fire breathing going. He used to be vulnerable, this guy. So now everything our deck's going to be random costs. So it makes our bash 0, but then it also makes our perfected strike 3. Thankfully, we weren't in that fight for too very long. Sometimes those fights can drag on. It ends up being too long, take too much damage. I think I'm safe at 142, hopefully. So let's go ahead and upgrade a card. I was looking at Blood for Blood earlier. There is 3 energy that could be utilized instead of 4 when playing this card. It increases the likelihood of us playing this card and deals 22 damage, so that's pretty nice too. That's a lot of damage. Artifacts. So the next 3 vulnerables that we're going to be utilizing against this guy is going to be immediately negated. So let's go ahead and get rid of one of those right now. That was our 10th strike, by the way. That was pretty awesome. So we got ourselves an energy. So we got some minions. I'm just going to utilize this on the big guy. And we got a lot of defense going on. Could have probably actually started using my potions here. Could make Blood for Blood our one to bring back. Perfected Strike, actually. That deals a lot of damage. Hold on. Do we have anything that provides... I mean, I know he has Artifact, but... Okay. Get to play all these cards, so... Man, we're actually super close. Yes! There we go. Choose 1 to 3 random colorless cards to add to your hand to cost 0 this turn. What was the random thing that was just put in there? I just saw it just slip by. Oof. Alright. Let's see what a random one we are going to have here. Could get a lot of energy, draw 5 cards, exhaust. You know, we have so much HP. The offering might be okay. Equals 1 block damage, exhaust. Let's do offering. Remove 2 cards from your deck. You can no longer obtain potions at the start of your turn. So during boss and elite combats, we get energy at the start of your turn. Let's go and get the Slaver's Collar. So we got ourselves 2 paths again. And if I hug the left side now, it's going to be fighting 2 elites. Fighting elite wouldn't be too bad around here, just because of the campfire that's close by. So I'm going to start on the right side at the very least. I'm not too sure exactly what we're going to do. After maybe a couple of... Oh, man. We were getting to a point now that we have so many curses. Situations like this is going to happen. It's very unfortunate. 29. I was thinking... I really want to save the strength potion for the final fight. Even though it does mean that... I'm going to take a bit of damage. It's 18 damage. We got some statuses shuffled in here. This is filled with just as many curses as there are, and statuses as there are anything else. Let's strike this fellow. It's vulnerable, that fellow. Let's just kill that guy. Gain some block. Oh, okay, here we go. Blood for blood works. It's not too bad. There's no guarantee I'm going to get attacked. I mean, it's just a much chance of getting curses and stuff. And, I really don't know how I feel about just adding cards in general. Enemies and elite combats with 24% less HP. Wow. Upgrade 2 random skills. Start each combat with 1 artifact. Sure. Let's make sure that our elites that we're about to come up against are a little bit weaker. Lesser in HP. We're in this situation again. It just now occurred to me this has innate, so inevitably my first turn will always have less chance of being able to play stuff. Yeah, this curse sucks. At least all the other curses are just kind of shuffled in there. But another way of looking at it too, get it over with. Then that's 3 less curses you have to worry about turn 2 onward. We're good. A perfected strike, man. That's good. Probably gonna skip most of those from here on. Wow, remove all curses. You know, that's... I have to say that's pretty tempting, but then I do like the fact that we have, well, 17 strength. I just have to really think about this. Even upon doing that, these can't be removed from the deck, so I will have 3 curses still. So, if I shrink from that fountain, I'll have a strength of 3 instead of a strength of 17. I think I'm okay with keeping the curses, as annoying as, like, especially this Wraith is. If maybe it'd, like, let me remove some curses, I'd be like, sure, but remove all of them? It's a unique situation. In most other games, like, you'd be thankful you came across this. Let's do a random event for fighting an elite. Yeah, these guys. These guys and their healing. Or healing, their regeneration. I suppose coming back to life. Like goo versions of trolls. Bringing them to 1 HP is actually pretty good. Taking a lot of damage. Thankfully, the elite we're about to fight is going to have 25% less HP. Got everybody but 1. Ah, there we go. That works. Nah. Yeah, we can fight the elite. Hey, Thunderclap. That was a pretty useful draw. Okay. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to gain HP from this, but next turn we're already getting rid of this guy. 10 energy, man. Oh, hold on. Now there's no way we get feed twice. Alright, let's just get rid of this one. Gain 2 potion slots. Okay, I was about to say potions, I don't know. And exhausted. Tempting, I'd have to say. But no. Because it could exhausted curse, and that's one less curse to worry about. Constant whispering voices in the back of your head aren't helping things either. Change something soon. Receive 2 madness, lose 25 HP. Use cost of a random card in your hand to 0 this combat. Dang. If we did that, that would just be super crazy. Because then our first turn guarantee we're not playing anything. That'd be 6 of those. So we'll just lose 10 maximum HP. I mean, look at our maximum. We're at 192. 10 isn't going to hurt us. Yeah, let's go ahead and rest this time. Decay, it's for your turn, take 2 damage. What was this? When you play 10 cards, draw 1. Coincides with that just a bit. Let's see what the unknown looks like. Falling, okay. Dang, we can't lose our curse. Let's lose one of the wild strikes. Okay. We can get rid of one of these guys. Yeah, the one with the most HP. Hey, that helps. Doesn't help much, but it helps. Run a wild strike, that guy. I should play fire breathing first, so I could at least done 6 damage. So if he survives with 6 or less HP, then I'll know that, yeah, I messed up just a little bit. Looks like we're good. Didn't matter. Add 2 copies of that into your hand. Dual wield's a little tempting. I already have tons of stuff going on in my hand. Gain 1 week. Great. So if your HP is at or below 50% at the start, at the end of combat, heal 12. So now we kind of have a way to heal, but only if our HP is like. When are we getting to half? I don't know. I don't think that's going to really be happening anytime soon. That sucks. That's all we play. I am starting to get in that mindset of like, okay, we have a lot of curses. We might need to start getting cards in our deck to counteract the fact that we're drawing a bunch of curses. Alright. Let's go ahead and fire breathing first. Feed. Let's feed off of this one first. That's about to explode. And then 26 damage. Sure. Alright. We are good. Upgrade all cards in your hand for this combat. Top of your draw pile. Headbutt could help. Putting a card from discarded onto the top of my draw pile would help a bit with reducing the amount of curses I might end up with. Alright. So against this guy, the thing you want to do is actually do a lot of attacking. So every time you attack, say upon losing HP, lose that much strength until the end of turn. I'll defend this round. Next round, if I don't draw any attacking things, surely I will, but I don't. Okay, that's good. Italicize would be very nice. Get to play one more card and get to draw. So that's good, because don't have a whole lot going on here. Shuffle a wound. Sick. One thing about like the curse thing is I suppose I am getting a lot of energy. If only had stuff that would help with maybe drawing. I don't know. Let's play vulnerability first. Be the smart thing to do. Just because I can. Draw 5 cards. I was thinking like, can I actually reduce them to 0? I've never done that before. Maybe I could. Maybe if I did the offering and then a couple of other card things. Choices. Oof. We're not exhausting anything. We should still be fine though. I don't know why I blinked out there as far as like it's like, okay, I can't block, so what do I do? Just that does the most damage, right, out of everybody here? Oh no, Perfected Strike, what am I thinking? Just because. And we're good. Clash can be played if every card in your team. That's probably not going to happen. Alright. Well, we should rest before the final fight. Alright, we're at the end. Let's see how well we do. Oh, hey, hold on. Let me increase my strength a little bit. Let's see what this gives us. Deal 3 damage, draw 1 card? Sure. This turn, your next card is played twice. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, or I'll try to keep that in mind. It's your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. Draw 1 card. Shuffle 3 random attacks into your draw pile that cost 0 this turn. Sure. We'll do this. And strike. We're taking that damage to the face. That sucks. At least we have a lot of HP to negate that damage. We do need to be mindful of Time Warp. When we play our 12th card, our turn will immediately end, so. Okay. Play the next card twice. So that does 67 damage. Don't have any way of applying vulnerabilities, so. We're gonna go ahead and play this now. That does deal tons of damage. And look at that. We're going to go ahead and place a more improved Perfected Strike. Excuse me. Okay, we got this. I have to say, this actually went a little bit better than expected. Had having these curses. I remember in the beginning thinking that, mentioning that we have a lot of things going against us, but our options provided before us kind of made up for that. I'm playing cards just because. I was thinking fire breathing probably wasn't necessary, when I should be conscious of the fact that my turn is about to be immediately terminated, I should say. Well, we made it to the end, so yeah. Dealt 956 damage. Cool. How much damage has been dealt to this heart? It just never dies. Victory question mark. Cool. Overkill. Deal 99 damage with a single attack. Cool. Alright, so it looks like we did pretty good. We victory in under 60 minutes. I didn't even realize that we made it through there that fast. Wow. I usually set the time up from like 3 to 5 because it generally will take an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete. But this ended up being a rather short game. Actually, I think it's the first time I've ever gotten Speedster in the history of me ever playing Slay the Spire. Cool. All right, well, thank you for watching. So I suppose I'll be on same time tomorrow, 3 p.m. I say suppose, I am. 3 p.m. Tomorrow, the Central Time. And you can watch me to accomplish yet another daily climb. So thank you for watching, until next time.